other surrounding countries. So I'm over control to another controller. Be left on time in Talare. Can I have some clarification about my name, about the allegations, and then secondly, Nadia will be Wolem Pamodu Bojana video main. I'll interview with Yankoba Dabo, Wala Fongatin and Diabda, because Mol reach out to me, Ikonyako. The silence is the best solution to handle some of the brouhahas. So, left all ka Pamodu Bojang, I'll interview you. Left a call play. The money is just a 1 minute. Nana foko pa money at Napa is still bitter and battered about me. So left all clarifying the jang and then nana details of all the allegations. This is the video what Pamodu made. Thank God. Na secretary general
dani ka fa ko fonyo karo ilo nek bari mole atandi ala ko don't because it's a magdiane command nore e kuma furu mo foye e kampa e record that's gonna be your end modbe mone fora wona modo ya da bo fera manke president to follow aka modo commandi ke senso so wona na nko kudo be kering
Mr. Mbai
nuku ngode bije so left a lady fana ko ke verify kendeke because ninga wolon na ketale no ndolu ni complaino di like for example e complaino di b alon ko pabi ben kuman la sonde a fonyal na ko nyeni sirifone Bubakar na don kala de problème o andi wo nyande gelato ni priority de to bala na keno da gato de kan na ano nimfra don wo fo nimfra hani salam alaikum fonde je wo ka tara kambare baga ngamba budo wo ka tara budo ngadon kota dek follow asi follow I think follow jana
mo jama fele benjibe kam parantero dal dun nando wore ndana la de daro wala so nyinam audioti Pamodu Boja play ako dabo tata no United States of America ani rohi malik law for dabo tata e kaiko akabe magjane nyintala ka call ka fa ko ifonyo rohi malik law lewala. That was very nice. Pa is very manipulative, but I'm gonna explain to Pa. Ndenga Pa lone. Let me the viewers are to remember jang. Ndenga Pa lone kabira be Gambia nene makabira manta Angleterre. Ndenga mpaka silobula. Pa be do kola na koto kela radio station auto watiman. Ndenga brother the same modern father. I'm gonna elaborate a little bit about Pa. So
mak jane kumande la rohiro la kuala puru ka dani ka fa ko fonyo ka rohiro nek bari mole atandi ala ko
ako rohima ako honorable lawyer Dabo ko atara la cabin de kumandila puru ka fa ko fonyo ka rohima le lo lombar mol kai ko don't do this ninge to momena wala net la political career be en can you imagine this statement? This is so premature from Pamodu. I know Pa is still bitter and battered and still maneuvering the advice, the pieces of advice ngamendi Yankuba Dagola. I will start the program with Pamodu that be. Pamodu, that was a fuse me alanga ketano and then na advice to Yankuba. But first of all, Janimita, nga Yankuba tend to janga jai. Yankuba is very intelligent and smart. And Yankuba knows Pakamen fighting. And you question of Wuli Alam, Tonyante. Yankuba mana jabi to mention the name whatsoever. Where you natandiko, Yankuba le pa long katambal to multi-menike la moyala. Pa is a double sword. Pala interest bedame namo so like akafania kana wale lela. Pa kamem for Yankubala Even though I'm not any sensible, it is none of my business, but time will tell. I will not elaborate on that. And ngaya pa modu yamarlenu ngaya ngo yamarlenu na watu nyimburu ha start following ko nga pa yamarlenu kai ko ngaya ngo yamarlenu kai pa mon men ki jikindi ka foeko ibekela mansati o banko kan tu ila medium ila media la radio station no ka foeko mbekela mansati janne nkai ko wolte al kalol fon tombo no le sati kon sakoka yanka mo ke mansati nyine be pa dimi kan pa magjane buka bully pa ite ndalone personally bribe Yirwa FM do kola time men ni kata nka bula moto kono kata radi one ya close time men nan kata pour ka sang pala ne jobe men Gambia no aliala ne ba aliala ne the reason why paya start ka paya tin na Gambia dingul juruta imam fatila asunta already station la asunta nyaadi le muna cause bi Gambia dingul balona pa you cannot tempt me ndebuka mone na platform ko na ka fuku damendo ka rohi malik lo nen ala findini na ndela fala le ole findini na ma ke rohi malik lo nen damento ale appelé mole ya moy abe wulia abe mfani ya folity there is no truth in this ne expose at the right time I expose them at the right time. United Democracy Party leadership can tackle these issues at the time nga raised moment. But it's like the falsehood and the conspiracy theories wole furata nyi level on internet na kuja manyindia. But you are still bittered because in Koeneko you cannot even ite alkalo from tombo no Bangkok, and that is the sad reality. That's Gambian many people malong. Pa Benjamin, Pa is not creative in mind. Pa ka balu molela. And naman domata so dawda rek akana akete mari castigate le. Pa start le fang ka become area council ala leadership yango wala leadership about castigate kanne. Pa, do you remember the people you spoke about it? I'm not gonna go detail into that. I know Pa back in 2007, 2008, well before Pa traveled to England. Pa was working at Yirwa FM owned by my biological brother and Basiru Dabo. Imam Fati recommended Pa Modu Bojang to this noble individual in a society. Bira noble as Sambanaji Kataka operate. What is station ya Londile for Islamic radio station or Islamic program or Dammanyanda Kelage. Imam Fati le pa recommend Kanaka employ Pala recommendation of Jumale employee. Ala current Sekumaru, Mayor Nkaba radio station of Sante, William Pabin management on again. Pa Jumale employ as a secretary. Wallen Pala ni muso ti santen me yalan ko afudana to si Angleterre. Then Pa was married to ala muso me Gambians right now. Ngatambi odla Pa is the managing director of Yirwa FM. Ndela broader activities entire Gambia kono ndela ka run when he was in UK with Basiru Dabo. Alama neman kabar kila Basiru Dabo. Imam Fatile Pa handpika di wala prokaradi operate. Obodana je kodege inarana program odole organized in England na broda nyola na invitation of Kinam Pae. I was aware of that one. Inarana Prukapa invite to go and attend a radio program or journalism program in England. Pae ala planol beke odlareto. Ala planol beke odlareto. Puru natata angaltira be remain no la jinyadi ne. So, but what until none of them are even suspicious man Sodola. Imam Fati doesn't even have a suspicious man, and Imam Fati is only responsible in the already in activity. So, Birim Panyanda Nalapala visa and apply Anyanta handing over Kelly to Imam Fati because Imam la recommended a brother and in Basiru Dabo. Panyanda handing over Kelly, management or everything I mean Besoto. Ka hand over Imam Fati Bolo. Pruena radin activity will be hand over the proprietor nyembulu. What Basiria decide ka Senang Gambia. Ndela Kotoke decide to come and work for the Jamela government. That was 2008. Pa left in Gambia 2008. I left in Gambia in 2009. Imam Fati nata pro hanin over kola. Ye panyin nka radio mu management jelleke. Ye jelle soto kodo kono. Pa manson ko kodo bondi. Nyindali lo atna Imam Fati tata ka samba police station auto. Ka fa ko kana malundi mole dikitanna. Mole horoma yembunya. Ikata radio nyindi na kana malundi. Nyindali lo atna pa manson ko kodo bondi. Anadna finti wala nyamatata Imam ya samba wala police paka na munu wuli ya mole for mole birata da angatele ka asale monyen ako because he was so critical to Yaya Jammeh government. Imam Fati was so close to Adam Yaya Jammeh wodalilo at na utata report Yaya Jammeh akafai ko nyimula nyinkete criticize le abem wuli reality Gambia dingolo alka molje media ko ne dalbe diari nengol diada because ko media la so de kadia male al malu membe kerinje pa modu ni Imam Fati la problem ke ranyene bi pa modu wala kad mul nyaadu ni Imam Fati la kan nendi to ka fae ika befu Imam Fati because nyina morning pala relationship ye wala registration tala ya bete ya batara dindomo pala na koroke nyala registration la koda tala ya batara dindomo aya beke generally alay muso mbabulu I all can secretary. I'm not going to go detailed to that privacy. So nyindali latna Imam asamba police no biya ka wuli ala fo moli kataka Imam Fati taka toti nya dunia kono dindi meron so le man dingon men man kulo kataka bula Imam Fati le kanne. Imam has nothing to do kafaka as close to Yaya Jammeh ka pa report your responsibility men the Imam la trust you already para paoleta ya betinya now gamela la le pa modlone pana mando mota so pala interest akola le yanguba pala interest akola no now biter be observant pa associate pa can be UDP it doesn't matter. Everybody can associate yourself, even the journalists, they have their own political parties, some are on. But very empire, the comment division on the pa Underbelly contributor, Palani registration on email logit. Underbelly contributor, Kodo, Kalondi. Understand? The Atagala for so much so that Nimpa Tema Pa Ndala Funga Koda, not plot of land, na do coke and Nanga Kodo Korani Sanka, you know what? Sambela fele nye dontoning korala. Land, ikalanjo installment, yetela release station on your lodge. Ante banfudu dale. I'm self-made man and I'm not here to be bragging. What one tear for to found out. Imagine say yaso korala. Amuta kurika sadada no kabitala. Paka balu monlela. He's not creative in mind. That work. The mujaman trainee lady. I am independent. Pa, you cannot brand me. If you come la your lawyer double kafa ko foka be mark from call la le mo le kai no moju mara ko lawyer double no don't call imaja o mari nyun fana implicate at mo to follow la because of bafla ko to nyande pa no intimidation can stop me from being real. I'm not a fake. Be model be all finite ke fanke mo le jata wala on ti mandinga fasalalde. What time will be government to moment Adam Baro I sent to the foreign offices and other places. Will can't inbox and like having including Facebook including Abubakar Sidik Jammeh. I come on a cavanya go. That hang the Diamla because on farmer a current position in Adam Baro government. I took over. There are 7 generations of Maniga Duality. But this is not the topic of being a tribal or tribal sentiment issues. I'm not here to do that. No single, none of my family members are in the government. None of them. And I'm not here. I will support UDP. Many kata UDP kadui kaboje kata akela interest for one entity. Ndeni UDP be fala nyobala. UDP hani ndela telefon. I want United Democracy Party. Ye leta nyimbondi. Ye leta nyinta condemn Mark Jane. Can expel from United Democracy Party. Alina jibimbina UDP support la nyame. Now to the allegations meted on my humble names. Clearly. and then the root cause of the problems. In 2001 February, March, I bumped into the Gambia, Dadali Fola, and I was invited for a dinner. Mbodi Sedikan, the United Democratic Party chairman in diaspora, was there. Ablai Kani, lawyer Dabo Barinding, a fellow Spain, he was there. Ibrahim Adiba, a fellow United States, United Democratic Party, love bonafide member is in there. The allegation member Bruhara in Facebooks, in the medias, in the radio station in the Gambia, Nkana all clearly. United Democracy passed through a lot of difficulty, a whole lot of difficulties. And in your money, ya jamela time on at this current time. I was invited by Rohilo. Let me start. Rohilo la campaign. I was very close to Rohilo. Very close to Rohilo. Na campaign ke Rohilo la fasita in 2020. Ninendi robe caring. Hani Rohilo la system member jaman kaka inbox. Mark, this is what is happening. Ibe Rohimalik lo nenkane. Alfinti. Infinity dangake munekama United Democratic Party. A campaign make Rohilo to Maki United Honorable Dabo Machala. I was very close to Rohi. Not out of Gambia, Rohi is the only party members. Menka invited us for a dinner. It is time to clear my name in the most beautiful way, with modesty and dignity. In 2021, Nadina came, Pareta, Rohi Malikulola Suokono. In fact, Rohi Malikulola first campaign on Teta Gambia, Kalati Satol Bonin and Gambia, Kanaka distribute to Abdu Konojan. I can attest to that. So in 2021, shortly before the election, that was in March, February, March, I went to Gambia and I was invited. Ngamen Faleko, Romboji Sedikan was there. Ablai Khan is in Spain, is there. Ibrahim Adiba BJ after the dinner. But Ibrahim Adiba be telephone and come some distance been made in their temple. Katatam Paretam Besiri Rohimalik Lodara. Mbodibala other side. And Ablai Khan was other side. Rohimalik Lo and Commander Konya Mark Fenebe caring. Alianta Okonin Kelelanka Monebe caring. Ndemalan Fanko time on the Rohimalik Lo problem was that I don't know. Akonye fenne bekere mole fele ka t-shirt lil deda ikata nyumina mafone ka distribute ikafako itulenye kele UDP la flag bearati ngai jumane nya mata wala lawyer dabo be baloring la tablo ka yalante. I'm a kind of individual. It doesn't matter how close I am to you. Let me bring some little beautiful part of my stories. Mbarime nkulubundo. Yes, I think of my kende bad over here. Bad some dispute not at Ranteno. Well, I'm more of a steering, I can come off a stroke on a mere uncle. He's not helping from a biological uncle. Not uncle. Guy Nimol Membebala, Yenebetiala. Nabandajam. They are going. Manafila, and no biological uncle. He did everything for me. He is a proud uncle. Ninklos Taylor, I left to use as a tool. I reason. If you don't speak beautiful English, you are not educated, you cannot reason, you cannot evaluate. This is not the typical Mark journey. I know. I am very proud individual. I work very hard. The family men, they are decent, and the home. I was trained brilliantly. I don't mobilize with people. I can only figure out Yaman Konajam, Mofula, Gambedion, Makba, Ibafla, Wolini Makata, Kabiro Sane, Wolin defending Kabiro Sane, Wolin defending Gambedion. Rohian Kola Konyako. Monde be party kono many alon ko ka t-shirt le de kara nyo mina den non le ko lafta ke la UDP la flag bi ala tin kay jumale nyama ta membo ko la honde bul dabo balorin akonye mak fete sa fete mo law nga come on Rohi, just tell me jumale nyenti Akonyeko, namanke Taliban sudati jumana nkai rohi fanga. Come on. Moment Taliban sudati as a mayor in the United Democratic Party for the first time. Yerohi Malik sudati as a mayor in Banjul on the United for the first political opposition parties. Ye rohi. Ndengana thinking konkata wole kele. Kakala la fekela flag bearer. Nkai for United Democratic Party le executive issue anyanta kachale tele bungana konaja. Wala tina biri yankuba diamu tanga yankuba diamu nyintanga evaluate momenanko. I was like yes. Oh my God. This is not the man. Menga Tamle as my mentor. I will come to that. Ngoro himani kiloiko. Itemu UDP la mayor for the first time as an opposition party. Taliban stood up as a first time for the opposition parties. Prunte ananga findinga okele. Nde magyaneta kela. That was the last time I spoke to Rohi. That was the last time. Okola menta midana tema. I was very close to Rohi. I know. Kumate bolante daga ka Rohi Malik lota kaneng momo fale tonyan teng fani adam Rohi ente sobe ayin katandala le purungan nachala anda opuntanyele opuntae. I work for she work for the Gambians. This is how it should be, and she work for the party I support. Bravo nyanka ente magjan ente takela gaendel takela, and I will never do hani malaikology tana santo inata nde makle itele nyanda nde niye bondila malakul maut wole nata lon nyati lon jang akonye mark United Democratic Party executive feleteta ya kele alafta kila flag bearer mbavle na ko ne sambe ne tata bande magjana ta kele. This was the problem between me and Rohi. I have no problem with Rohi. I never knew that this was the problem until in Sasato, and this Sasato Nunjane. This Sasato Nunjane from Jivopta. I have high regard for Mbodi Sedikan. I respect Mbodi with all my heart. At the same time, Dankutole Benatema. But in the Mbodila matrimonial home, that's the last thing Mark Bemenkela. Listen, Memo Magla Wanakayenge. It is never my duty. Mbojila ntesasa to janne completely 9 months. Mo malon from Facebook auto. Kombe sasa rene mo killing wala la wala njumate esa jawla nka ndeta hanya kana sasa findi ni banda. Because muna sabo. Nka na necho benya me Facebook auto. Mo fulanja umembije wala mbo silikande. Fane na mdongolde. King Iskonyon. You know, and Diamond Nyol. Wali na sasalon na, you know, na domandin for the latter. Ngambodi le call, ngambodi. Ngambena dimbal samanan cool to jam, but in a sasa nyembata nile domanding. Ngai lafitanu, mefene for the fabricano laba, yafunye Rohi Malik loe. Odonda was very close to Rohi. But the United Democratic Party le executive bijenta ila kofoja. Ngamemfona tema jambesila jana ngafo. Ngana sasa dunkata nyamen abedita to read kanne. Conditioning is getting somehow pisalta. Nyanjo pisalta, you know. Ngoro here isafo Rohi Malik loeko. Fasen na mucho samana no game jambang. Ngajo wala ni majo nga korda diala. Ofo mboji silikane. I was very close to Rohi Malik Law, and I have the feeling to kind of problem or personal problem when you dunia to that was my first time to explain my personal problem to an individual. I'm a self-made man, and I thank God I'm still working, supporting my families. My personal, but I'm a proud self-made man. Now from Bojine. Now I'm not going to continue. I remember the reason why now I feel cool. Very well, Mr. Sekujede. I remember there was an interview. Men conductor, the people by the people tour. No, sorry, before the people by the people tour. Rohi Malik lo interview ke with Panderi Mbai in Gambia radio station okono. Panderi ya kumano rinjamala faje. Rohi Malik lo na dafa ko UDP dingol le kama wole kaneng. So my only crime, I fully remember, I was just looking at my activities. Nko UDP nko buka bong findi banta kala UDP party dingo me alon ka campaign cha election ka I fata I elect kata kaneng mkanene manso in the history of United Democracy Party. That was the small post na menjala ngabula je. Before this talbe kunyimbe isla. Another interview was conducted at the People by the People tour. Rohi Malik lo findi tadamento. I interview kije ka talbe castigate and other koni nalnati. Man comment ma any comment ke odlata because wado namoso recently another nundane so bad time come na activism mansia na activism will only Adama Barrow. Another audio ni natana finti. Rohi Malik Lola interview kono. Ako monde be loading many alonko ibe double coup d'etat in the United Democracy Party. This was the first time. Mfinti na ngo gameno leko alisia letengo United Democracy Party la molo alisia letengo there is no coup d'etat in the United Democracy Party. This was the statement ngame made. Ala de Marokono United Democracy Party findita ye press release ngimboni kaje ko United Democracy Party coup d'etat tije oketa hatam jumala berin Taliban sudala first nationwide Tony ya organize jumala safaro ke follow botaje ndawdo fala mona keda problem oti wodlato to mo said la comment on Wandifa Sanela post nyento Wandifa ndani Wandifa tema is beyond this politics. Wandifa can do whatever he want to do with it. I have no business with it. But another relationship as a humanity member natema was quite satisfactory. And maybe by end of this month, ngada Wandifa ya night at see restaurant on subo bas sele subo domo asinga janjang. I will never have a problem. More can the call don't be comfort and Wandifa kaman. Ikavanyoko for the why any mark from us still in touch. Actually you are sick. Humanity before politics. In politician politician blah. Mkana to clear my name. And then they will concentrate around Baroleka. Munana na happen kotake. Abubakar Sidiki John Jammin Nata would lalto. Tomo said the comment again. Tombona name Nintaka mentioned with tribe. Well, not the biggest problem to ladder. Infinite na walla. Criticism ni start nyadile. Taliban should appointee soul. I mean, okay, well, MC Chamnolti, Nene Macdo, Nene Gomez, Umanya Waltala, Unyanda UDP, Dionetala. This was the communication in a base wallet. On a platform, I make a comparison between Birikama Era Council and then the KMC. Mune atina Gambia dingo as a political party me yalo ni kweka Gambia le mara. Kweka Gambia le mara. Wal manya na mole tarnam from outside other political party. One the mentality. Kadego UDP dingo ni UDP masa kunana manara UDP dama dingo na nyanda doko kela. Competency, that's what we need. For a competent, the farmer competent, Malum. For MC Cham competent, the farmer competent, it is none of my business. But Talibla responsibility to employ a competent individual to serve the Gambians. And with Yankubala responsibility then to employ a competent Gambian to serve Gambians. And I'm very satisfied with both of them. These two gentlemen are doing fantastic in that country. Narana wala nyama nga employment on compare. Nga Abubakar Siddiq Jaminenga. Ite mune deserve to be employed at Brikama Area Council. When you have thousands of the Gambian university students in Brikama, many graduate and they are UDP militants. Nga mo kilin jumala name mentioned. Wala Sibo Jankedi. For Sibo ma deserve to be a councillor. Mkweko, alinka nata kanyo sabotage. We all belong to the same political parties. Alingata, nteka counter attack like. I never do anything. I counter attack them. So he left can intimidate wala nyama. Until a brand name will start a journal and I will maintain this. Until I'm a self-employed ambassador. And I'm going to employ and I'll let him buy no alaja. I will not boss it, you know. Baro gonna boss it, na kuyata. One any problem of Benard Nyande, because Sam Mark Mutalbe abe Talib la Kample. Yes, indeed. Talib Kample happened in 2021 when I refused to fight against Talib. Talib Kample. They want to use me as a tool to bring destabilization in UDP. Back in 2021, Rohimani Klola Sokon, Rohimani Klola Kumande, I knew for Nyokma Talib Kele. Kabe t-shirt ole distribute kam alafta kila UDP la flag bearer nko jumala nyabu to matawala when Dabo is still alive alkana moldi amondi alka pabila to name le ka use desa wana ko nyi militant men be bantajan many yalan ko they are not even informed wala be bataring they don't know the root cause of these problems. This root cause of the problem started back in 2021. No problem on start mentally. Again, may problem when you wasn't in there. Rahim Aliklo traveled to receive an award from abroad as a mayor. He bumped into the Gambia. Sulanin Kunjaro informed me. Branin Silinja met and they discussed, including Hamad Ba, Iko Puruka Samba, Adama Baroya, Katakala. Ala award nintaka present. At this time, UDP be program on the kono. Ndela sula ninkunjaro la information alta. Ngaki mole duma. Nkaeko is UDP la leadership is aware ko Rohim Aliklo is traveling to Makamankunda. Alkana sula ninkunjaro on the rate. A few weeks later, or a few days later, 2 or 1 day later, na information also the UDP la leadership ko iko Rohim Aliklo alinga celebrate ala award nyina and United Democracy Party la leadership is aware ko he is going to Makamankunda. Fire inform le family inform is none of my business because I'm not part of the executive. But Sulanin Kunjaro la information was vindicated within 24 hours. When that happened, the pictures was displayed. So this information, I send that information to the wrong individual. I will tell Kiro Himalik lawyer. Mark be castigate can. They don't know. Be a commentator. You have a lot of people that you communicate with. Even the people that you feel could not best friend or more kilo on the KTK record. Ndeka throw from file to the young Nini Momo be diamond telephone auto. The one if I have advice, be careful who you deal with. Telephone communication. Nigerian Oriental train. Back in the Gambia. The man jeto leader la wala man. The man jeto leader the Gambia. Ndole jeto leke. Ndole morial bereke to babole. Kabembe Gambia so alida. So that information I was vindicated. Na odieme alonko ya kuntu ya janjani ikonkaro Himaliklo accused fala matrimonial home abemu wuliya de fanialem to nyata koto. Mona sawo sulanin kunjaro information already na during the December la wato nyenko nga indicate wala nyama. Rohim Aliklo refused kalam ala own car use kata State House Jumala ka pick Hamad Bale ka pick Asamba State House to meet the President Paro to discuss their further whatsoever coming discourse. Yes, Rohim Aliklo, he is a mayor in Banjul and Adam Waro is the president. Of course, they have to work together. Nobody denied that. But the reason why no information indeed, because Sulanin Kunjarola, every frequent visit at State House, I am informed. And she's part and parcel of United Democracy Party leadership. Executive member. What the same moment Kabona United Democratic Party leadership nyinkon akata State House, but the leader Jumalatna Rohi has been taxed to do this job to bring instability within United Democratic Party. Nkana I want to elaborate now. Memontela problem with it. This is my problem. This is why they branded me as Talibela Camp. Commissioner reported be Jumala Bolo in Birka in BCC. Molbe jam mol nyabe al Gambia development al dola kono molbe la self center yala molbe la self interest yala molbe la selfishness la banko kan elected people when the people are wallowing in poverty al kalde jefala. Commissioner reporter mone be finti kan nanje. Rahim Malik Law is running after the illegal battles. Adama Barola Mafia, Banjul Mafia, this is how they operate. They got every detail what is happening in BCC. So now you have to be taxed to do this job, to bring instability at one of the most formidable political parties to save you from facing illegal battles. My friend, connect the dots. This was my take on this issue. I'm a married man. I have a kid with my wife. Momo ya lonke boda outside lentela family home ni la matri mola home ko weda kala je ni ni benda mbe falal dak. So now odi ni kundu because Hamad Ba pick Rahim Malik Law Kasamba State House ka Adama Barrow met to discuss further. Yolete ya kundi konte ko ngo accuse le ko ni Hamad Ba ka fonte nya buto le mata. Ngo ikayine ndi kumol be foda mala fo odi le finding alafu ikakala na odi le kundu na afiki ya be te banani lat. Who manipulate all these things? Omo kilo obi o maninga dingol menika sika ko manin kol damale ka to kerola o maninga din kurungol le nyin kentela. Go kandela brand pour kandela brand la nyim brand name mo tale na maintain and maintain independently ndem party leader te NSGWP party leader le montete albe place ni no mena la demanda wa ngamun disappointment so after all this encounter ko do be janga o to janna follow Altali commissioner report in Italia Jibe. Monebe caring. Why? Well, he was not comfortable with the party. I mean support. Many are Fendi B. But why? He did not. Comfortable with the executive member of the same party. What is the root cause of this brouhaha? Rohi and the Kumandaya Lion taxed to do the job. I refuse. Yalaman disappoint Yankuba la Diamoniento. Yankuba is brilliant. I think Yankuba nga like it naturally. Yankuba, alafu Yankuba latala ida la WhatsApp or Facebook ajibe for the first time nga moje a member and a councillor of United Democratic Party. I finished having a screenshot le ngaki Yankuba and calling him monitor to the executive level. You neka division on at the party kono. Atuluma mol men long. Ali mealo ika muneke ika balu nyadile. You can take a woolly attack from it against me to tarnish my image. Among his opposite, Marjan and Teomodi, I'll think on. Do not cast myself out and now berek. Ndeka bolo, ndeka mbala nako. Nkole jibo nga kolonga singa nga tenkul bolo bereke ulo kono fo ila ulo. Ndogatel album bata. Ndolo bata from bata. Nde bama kamban na sate fonda la fo ninkol sate be kambane kon kanata football field. So alal fandane nimbro ha hande ngol bukante samba anunte mantra nyinkekam because of I want somebody to become a president. Never. Ni momo keda president. Hani honorable double sita president yala sama. Mena in platform ole tala na tre mache kumbe fintla mbe kedisa anuslani kunjara be kibaro dila na mbe mala. Mala fale wala naba. Albe lo ya dabo alamo lo honorable dabo. Allow Mari Alama Kebari also Sima in Jati la Fase meaning party because then in party have a tailor like Cosina Saba. It a funky la quoted Tam Hadama Dingolti. It a funky la quoted Tam on Tete. It left anything, it a mirror yamenting a mirror on Yama. Are you well? Yametamari Yamama. May disappoint Yankuala Diamoni Mume Bacon. Let's go back to Rohila topic. Rohila in last interview, Yanyaninga was well pre-planned. Rohila every 6 or 8 months when UDP is trying to make a very formidable move, a progress move toward 2026 elections. Rohi will come and distract. Adama baro jamela aseto la kol fela bru ha be keri investigation be keri Gambia dingul lafta kana ka long mone be keri na banko la fulo jumala marsala adama baro 90% of ana wala manza kunda e kamu strategy le ni use nim problem na UDP de Gambia dingul be ka forget adama baro la manza kunda la problem wala because UDP ke over sadole to le dingolo be siri ndamal be wuliya fola nyoye be nafiki ambe konante ajun la mol ka men yana ko de even deserve it. I'm not doing Yamama. I'll come moment taka intimidate 130. Niajem be silence la manke come man la diamond. Take a phone for telephone to message la ngafo. Rohi Malik la diamo kona mone foje Gambianol Mr. ka appointment ka capture ka law. What is the root cause of these problems? I'll interview with the journalists. I remember aquatica honorable daba ka keloke wale. Nka honorable dabo nka keloke wale. Ndeka keloke meye wale na finda kao atele wole bula wala ka jumale kele ni kelo ba ni jumale tema talbe ben sudan mbang ani talbe kamune kele the same UDP members of the executive wol kono ani talbe kamune kele aka dabo ka kelo ke dabo e monela Gambia dingol buka kelo ke dabo e monela wala UDP dingol buka kelo ke dabo e menna altale ko ni find out what is that money is that ko ro hifana lafta ke flag BRLD. But Gambia la political maturity be development program muso tom mon ka ke flag bearer is going to be difficult. But Jumala mun na contendant solti. So fonsol dol elbow no le by sergeants opportunity so they fed up that they will get rid of them. Wala dumba ke kan in order to serve the legal battle me along ka bem battle kan na position me along ko ngamara for the past 8 years. Gambia no albuka reason you never calculated, you just jump into the state. Especially more many along they are not even informed. I feel sorry for the militants because UDP the militant, they are very loyal to the party. Ali reason na brothers. Rohiko akakelo ke dabole bari dabu mantla te fasa kan UDP dingol le kanen ala fo audio le bondi fona atra sai finite fanson audio de ko UDP dingol le inde wala ka rohimale ko lo bara man so ndene na mamoy to run for illegal battles, creating a problem. You are an agent to that political party to destabilize them to save the legal battle against your status. Ila officer to menkede dia ini ana barlo masakunda nga lonne. Reporter bembulu janne 27 non look. Ngwekada legal ikada court le. Ikada ndisambaje. Anisamba ko mbesiri nyana balo badam. Akaka kelo ke dabo me dabo ka manta ako menka dabo kudeta ateka dabo kelo ke me dabo nata afo atele obula ka nation ward nyen to nyenke what is I need you ka kele because you ka men kelo ke me wole ko atele itolle UDP as a party wole nationwide to organize Taliban suda atata kelo na site ko left double kudeta double ko momentum kudeta la bar double finita ko momo ya non ko be United Democracy Party le kono imalla fika ni leadership ya ni nyeni wote manke fendi leadership kan lobele ye momo lon leadership ya la ba nyeni ka lobele they lobby it ika leadership ka lobe nyaadi le hani honorable dabo me ya non ka tele mu UDP la leadership aka leadership ni ta ka lobele Gambia no reason I'll connect the dots. Medana Laldo. Rohimale Grand Diamo in Columbia and Najamal to come Mandaje Fedevilla. Main disappoint young Diamo or Landico. He was in very good time with Mayor Ben Shuda. Until and unless Rohimale Gloria invited us so on a dinner. My friend, I was invited a dinner at Rohi Malik Lona Sokono. I'm not thinking at Talibekele. Okay, Fretila Sokono, UDP, Ila in Tablo Kanja, UDP executive issue gender discourse like letter. A K from the Siri word lato. Lawyer double barinding from the Siri word lato. For another discourse like lato. UDP top executives. Okay, and Takela. So, but Yankuba Tata Rohi Malik Lola, ala relationship with Talb was very cordial. And then another monarchy, or lesson until Birata dinner Rohi Malik Loya, Rohi Malik Lola Tabiro Dia Battle. another for Yankuba go, Yankuba another fire, another for Yankuba go, according to Yankuba code Nyameng. Be careful about Talib Bensouda, because Talib is a bad person, and Yankuba not now realize mentally when the Talib car backstab. Yankuba mistake also in ladder. Everybody made a mistakes. Yankuba intelligence be Nyameng. Put Yankuba na findika for media. I feel very disappointed. Yankuba ni rohi malik lo emune be for Talib la okodo. Nyine nyanda kila question of everybody nyanda menyenin kala. The backstabbing is started with the They were in good time, or less than until another out lato. Birin dina inkela domoro nyindiata. In other fight, Talib manke mo kendeti. Yankuba na believe at later part bira sulata motola Talib la company nyinkona. Wala la KMC. Another fight you have to go through protocols. In every organizations, there's a protocol. Ning hanatra Yankuba we Talib of wala Yankuba Talib request, and they have to work together as a one. They have to work together harmony. There's supposed to be a coordinations. Coordination on yanda KMC is an institution like Brikama LL Council. Ning any moto be bola lo dulata be bola lisino men na nyin lata nyanta lonna. It has to be recorded. Adama baro be nyim both Adama baro Yankuba mu Adama baro la headache lati. Likewise Talib mu Adama baro la headache lati. Likewise Landimbi Sane mu Adama baro la headache lati. Likewise the same Rohi Malik law. Ye mutade tap abe bulokono. Right now Rohi Malik law is never been Adama baro la headache anymore. But he can be used against these noble people in order to win this 2026 presidential election. I see no reason why Adama Barrow is playing his card very well. But you might feel like distraction or man better. So Yankuba Kwanana believe time on Menako Talib is not a good person. Bira moto request for Prokataka KMC Kalam and Wato Yankuba KMC Kamoto Indialale. But some as Talib was lobbying a position, so now I'm from request you have to go through protocols. The media. And the money that happen for bringing kana territory nkono kana campaign kamuna approach ka for Talib la kunyandiala. What is wrong with freedom of movement? It's a organizing campaign. Mune atinna Gambia dingolo UDP la party la Talib finda dawde ka for UDP la ibaga for Talib Bensouda na la political party la ala any move has been done by on behalf of United Democratic Party nkanyina ye al Gambia dingolo be seeing al boka kol nyinta ka reasons ndolma educate ndolmu we are doomed ndolma fellam. But I'm one of the most informed individuals in the Gambia political fraternities. We'll be proud of that. Yankuba ko, because of Alakata, ala territory without being informed by Mayor Bensouda. Nintendo Yankuba, then for the same event organized in KMC. Katakana activity solkije na kododi la ko alafu ko Yankuba le nyindialla. They are both competent individuals to lobby for any high position in that country. Yankuba, this accusation is too cheap for your intelligence. You are so smart to believe in Rohi Malik Lola manipulation against Talib Bensouda. Inata na utakaju. Yankuba fault damentola yunlato. Wemu jamhani United Democratic Party din kendol tonya mol many anako be tonya sabatindila ya lone ko Yankuba biggest mistake made in Dulalto. He's cordial. His relationship with Talib Bensouda was very cordial, or less than until Himalikola invite Domorola la Suokono. Ko yago be fala pa modu for pa ikapaje pa modu bojang. Pa be balu nyino la Yankuba dabo bulo. Biri Yankuba na tumana pa konna balu be sone atale. Wallahi billahi tallahi ni Adama Barrow win this 2026 coming election okono. Yankuba ni me chiko become a council because of this palm modu border. one of the pieces of advice that you know, young this is just for free. The same Pamodo Boja. Ako bela time moment be waste can you for in development or ako but for the election or what on your seat. Panyin ngani jumala diam de jumala o fana fo jumae Gambia no ale chego Gambia no do wala na albe diam la Gambia no be careful ako yankuba sante yankuba fon la main focus bebe damento wala mentoti wala mfonita ako ani election o sin sida foni ya jame fata de fosi na carte nyo fire pale nyofo ani mendi amoda de do fala jam ana kada wafo me o fana be jela pa yankuba Pabe mislead la bela political career tinyabulu pa yankuba you are very competent to rule that yankuba nikeda mansa to bango kam batra be balla jere but control your temper and emotion nimu leader ti ka ko bere taki dabo ni aje UDP fret no status ni state chief anyento dabo is very composed dabo bukalong dabo la diamote siala in public dabo ti UDP la ni rank and file people will talaka intend to call me dabo mo disaf nin dabo dum da damento nin de ngalon ko dabo be damento ndebo ko pare ka findigi ndeko fo mole ndebo ko pare nin dabo nyaake naniti. I feel sorry for that pabi ibe la nyin nafiki al membere ka dabo to use a befania everybody is lobbying for something yankuba you have every right to lobby for presidency in that country likewise Rohim Malik Lo a right to lobby for presidency and the same Taliban should have every right to lobby for a presidency. Individual like I have no business with them. Our mission can be different. Let's care about it. There are missions. I don't want to be used as a tool. It will have to protect your family and your inner circle. Ndela inner circle, well, they are not important. Remember the poor people in that country. Aliala moja le kandala project. Aliala ntola organization ka hadamadin jelle video bangoka. Aliala ntola organization ka karamunto dinding jelle la karamojo. Nkatubabu le brain wash jang. Just recently, I am talking to you. We have 5 doctors. Many are going to get free treatment on low bangoka for completely 3 months for free of charge. The medication is loaded. Wheelchair is loaded to supply some of the hospitals in that country. I feel well. I refuse. Look. So money alam ko ikafo ko ye mag janel fana be in lata ka UDP fana is contributing to this party. Alta problemo ni na root cause ni Italia find out. Rohim Malik Lo anything fonte ko kanendro ka lafo ko. Including money be dunia ni news nga news celebrity nga new Facebook celebrity you many are after bushla after ni boss domain to have more followers is a yes chepen mutano ndala fat sanya mbijana is enough na betele ja Angleterre ni aje ko diamond jaram ko atele jara be bay you know ena na personal damage so da fela be li fola sa me bakilo ala ko na nyama mbalo be frene ben kol kam mela kol bari yalla me men laale and relax. United Democracy will go back to the drawing board. They will solve the problem. Ni expel bekela lateral interest follow expelled. Alero Himalik Lo Talia defend I try in a very funny situation okono. Alia jibani anambaro masakuna bela bananyadele. Relax. Corruption. Idem opposition memberity is corrupt. Ntema jana besira jana ngafu. Imu adamu barola masakunda la moti besira jana ngafu. The legal battle menketa become Banjul City Council. Aketa UDP la under the UDP la leadership level. Ale commissioner report all certainly. Media ya popularly. Why? Is it because of that? Commissioner report all finita Taliban Sudala office of Nicola. 40,000 I will use Kataka passport or Sawana. Commissioner Philip Finita and Kotako was $720,000 is a fuelings. When he numerous withdrawals so many look now Messi men can yell into them. alinya accusation men pa modu boje bela wuli ya forme ne la fani afon tela koto kele muti mala fi disrespect bar sang gameno le ala mune muti pa modu ila india mo damarat na fintana den moten diam ko moyla pa be baluka yankuba da yankuba pa be balu la nyine buloka na ma soto is going against you akwela project we ngi kam foni ikela time or the west akwete olo na ko foni ko ba furu ni election seat ale akamda ko panya ndamna sulama pa alite ko party United Democratic Party pa mol abe mo jamal convince la de la fine but party alikalo fon tombo no la banko kan sako sefo ngani ne fine kununko few months ago years ago nyina de hadisa demo bala atata fadi hadra nyin chabaka fo ko nyim fona la family members of mantra in a good town de la family omonte la family isolate nte buko samana media to but nsa fale konte nte am independent man two of my brothers na brother do na ticket of visa nga san nga samba ya deport nga sanga ya deport nga murundi ko te ya samba to babudu mutanga do my ko tela passport bondi nga fintindi so I'm a self-made man de la family ko buko samana nje media to it is my ultimate business. So nte muto la family la member kwenye mala. But pa mo dite nte touch le. Akafu Fatih Hydra Mandela. Nte Fatih Hydra mala vikato from for media yendo. I came to realize that he was very close to a very dearly family member because it is now a family. But pa mo di boja nita la fayeko. Nyimfona la kodoke la family members will manta in a good time. Bring a pamodo address. Na yankuba advise ka party killing la ali kaloti. Ali United Democratic Party pa mantra alfere. Pa corona time kono pa ye pala information on la limbulu kono janne. Pa ye corona kodo di pala le pro during the corona media le aso wati mina pa fili da kama kodo so because amala fala employees so yalo. Pa kente bakilin fakilin kotola. Bakilin fakilin kotola. I wanted to tapale ya imam fatia sama police station do wala yara mu wuliya bale la imam fatila ko la sama ka di ya ja ka sama police la ka fa ko nyika ya ja mala criticize a be wuliya ning mbelare mbesino la kana ma iko ngati nga content sali yala no membe kering ndala karola ni ko le ko ma ke ndiro ka ala findina Alifani ya fobula. Alimira Gambia dingola. Desala. Politician on. Alimira Gambia dingola. Gambia political landscape is dangerous. Taliban Sudan. If you can lobby the leadership, I'll lobby. Hanibe invest lale. Go and invest and lobby the leadership. Yankuba Dabo, need after leadership, go and invest, lobby it at the best of your abilities. Aleta UDP party let me and principal lesson. Aleta bank executive level. UDP mental beta or normal. Barkavo Karmanya Natatala. And the most funniest part you mentaya use when in tribal sentiment. This is the biggest lie ever I have seen. After all knowing the root cause of the problem, you couldn't be left killer. Look, this has been going during Jamila time on this tribal sentiment. 10 good years. Any tribal bigot comes out, equal commanding Kolamanteleka Fintina platform live pictures. Get blast for 10 good years. But be il after market dance ila tune neko ka hanya ngamanika dinkurona. Ila manika forayata. Ndela family kono. Surwa serero abijel. Folo abijel. Jola abijel. Maningo abijel. Ndebe fin laga di malek nga bigotry ila bigot ideology mba yusla mendele kana ko manin ko fon damal buka benyo fi al manin kana fi ko fon damal benyo na fiki ala duma ale na fiki am fon kende la groupe kono e ka groupe me ala ko ne ndiro la keje ne ndibuka ke wotlato the same na fi ko membo groupe ni kono e ka di be moju mala taka findi ka wala taka bondi ka samba nyimman ni ga din ko membe sirinja nyim Famboni what men ente be findring because of la dinkuru yala tina follow ente block sana on block o bondi. Wato mbe findi kambe din kuriya me barola masakunda kona na in diaspora no mbesiri mbole di bonkan no ate he was going wild against me bi wala kana fanje katale dabo kanon dete be wuli afo le be dabo to use so nyina mun na comment ore no sulanin ko njaro ki barol afele la nga be print out tan na abela na mulo ngala nanyo ke de la e ko ning sulanin ko njaro afele la na tablo kan kay be print out le ngala ni jam 27 employees. This is psychological warfare. So, falcunga momentano metano. I apologize. I wanted to speak or kamol invite nanje, but nine platform is going to be nyanta moderate. I apologize. I want to have a view from other people, but in the motano because I have to be very careful. United Democracy will come back to the drawing board. They will score. They will make sure that unity I prevail. And Al Salonko, this 2026 election of the Mamanya Nakela 20 election of the Gambia Konomenya Takela. I'll tell young people many Alan Kalbe rise come opposition on Ndamana Gambia. Gambia ban. Jarangol. Ninganyama Jarangol Kasila, Ninganyama like calm down. I'll tango. My book intimidate now. In Anatolia Fola, I'm going to be getting hard. The buff like a weedless about Numila weed is a natural herbs. Druko use Jan as a local anesthesia to our patients. Nimo longer for him. I cannot paranoid. Melanayana, you know. United Democratic Party will come together. They will realize the mistakes. Menketa, you know. It's my Liverpool. Better deport like a mother jara. Now, bite and thing. United Democratic Party, they will come, they will house input like together. They will come up with a solution with a beautiful unities. Hey, United Democratic Party, they will look at Africa for the new data. But able to party the leadership this made me jump it on your Tonya. This is the true definition of democracy. The true definition of democracy. Nyenamo. Jatawule. Oh no, always yan. Avayan yamendo, no brother as well. Let's say more for the matter because you know the hanging and you know to these are my real people from way back in the days. And some more, so just 5 minutes. Let's moderate. And then I just came here to clear my names. You know. It's one of Liverpool. Lao letter like a Jaranko deport at a bite. I'm in Fanata. Erati, Inimbara.
Embara Carlo, Nari.
Anyway, Mari, my in-law from the line, you know, Canada Muso Tambuluna. Allah completely go out of my page. You come back again. Yeah, request when you see because it's a accept now, you know. Investor.
Senior man.
Investor, diamo bestiari.
Senior man, Enembara.
Enembara, no?
So, then after Lafa comment way forward, but then Limbo gonna follow. Limman Yindofa, I'll do injustice to you.
Perfectly say that, bro. Just say whatever your opinion. If you can go hard on me, just be hard on me. But that not listen to look at what if I never come and get no more.
No. One thing is clear.
Yeah.
No, because dunya I don't know one guy will always be brought up. You understand?
For dunya la banda, Gambia politics.
And the same here with me. Do I agree with everything? Maybe the way you operate, no. But
seriously, you know, I love that.
Absolutely. But Kava Comengo Mark and Ndiroga, they have been friends with you now. Covering 2016 about during what I've been a keen follower. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised.
I'm really surprised. Kita na wala fitende na. Kamo sa ito le wala ta ikata iko hako ni kadle be relationship. Funte nya butu na mala.
No, it's possible. It's possible. Anta na mamo na na mejala. And I can take that bait ko. Mag man ke mo sifari. Man ke mo sifari. You understand? I think
wallahi zakura nota nga taki. Anena ma akuma sifa phone man block. Na man phone man tawd la fa. Na man phone.
Absolutely. So nimo shedia more men kalam for your shedia, for more shedia. So about the party right now, member caring, I more be Nyokuya. Yes, we all choose sides, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, be bela sign, but muna keno kam more flow rundi nyokam because UDP without either youngs or Talib woman don't be makoy.
Among party la phone market, among Gambia la phone market at the next.
Among be makoy. So personally, I'm not really very much interested in who is right or who is wrong.
Exactly.
Rohila problem start Rohila, so we need to bring these two brothers together. They talk things out, but again, one way for them, the leadership also could have done better. You understand? So young say kuma jamal lava ko na sita la kachada so ako kola still and stuff. So but past my kuma koteka, what the leadership, I believe the leadership needs to bring these two people together and and hopefully we'll be able to find a common ground, nga mol jibe, because at the end of the day need more flow kelda for all level batala.
Yeah.
To continue with Adam Barrow government again, don't remember for rearing being Wulo Konajani, Nyomingoli, will suffer.
So,
yeah, so and you have a big heart and you don't have big ego, and you can even find ways to come any youngs, because what do we catch a balia, and equal akatina molga. I
swear to the Holy Quran, wallahi billahi tallahi, I never have a single word against Yankuba Dawa. Never on my time. Never.
The ambiance true and true, and I'm a big fan of Yanks. You understand?
That's it.
But what I'm interested in, we have to find a common ground how we are going to take this party forward. Youngs in Talibla DRB, Ole Gambia Nafa, Ole UDP Nafa, and Ole Mobe Nafa.
Wallahi billahi tallahi.
So, and one thing, maybe yes, one is very outspoken, but something about outspoken people, you may understand.
This is it.
And I also believe that Talib is a gentleman. I believe I'm very positive. Maybe the inform is I get around so that for sign we come back together and we look at the main goal.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think this is what I wanted to say. Come at when the fire came on Yama, and then you can do it with youngs and any other, because they have been with you here for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I know that you have always been a fan of UDP, irrespective of who. Understand? So and I'm a huge fan of Youngs and a huge admirer of Youngs also, and I believe he has no atom of hate, because at the point of view, Youngs he comes out and speak about it. He confronted. So I believe in that kind of person that maybe Yamute Ekona. Yes, some would see it differently, and we are all human beings. We will make mistakes, but at the end of the day, to me, he is truthful. Among so maybe if they sit down and work things equal table out, they should be able to have a common ground where we will be able to move on.
Right, that's true.
Yeah. So I'll employ you for now. Accusation of even me, I was surprised, but again, let's look for a way forward. Back to where we come from. Probably these two people, they will also start seeing that, okay, our people are coming together. We know, yes, but that's the way forward.
Yeah, I mean, sorry. Name Palmodline video on the accusation, I make a double, and myself, despite all the association of beginning there, because and look, Until a problem and wala Adam Baroti. Not my UDP members. Not the
Yeah,
UDP members. The leadership ye menta ndebe wala follow. Simple as that. But leadership ka lobele. Leadership ka invest le. Look at this French president we are killing. This man was a bank manager. The Rothschild is all a bank manager, but he had grown. Kabiri with that time on Puru Purukanaka Kenyan, this man has succeeded because he's part and parcel of this political parties. So Nkana Japo, Umanya na Kela Sitati, everybody, they have the same common goal. One in the Gambia Bondi. And the party may along with Yajako be from affiliating the one. One party may along the Gambia Bondi. The unity, Ninyata Takula from a very long time.
yeah. So
leadership
yeah.
United Democratic Party leadership not an individuals militant if rank and file militant like Mark should be blamed. I allowed a wrong person from a very long time.
Yeah.
That was the wrong move. But look, go to Manya Findila Banta. Udolnya takachala banda. Wemanya media from Manya Ulol Jala. So I'm very sure when you calling me Finland. Anyway,
I just wanted to jump in. You know, I'm very glad and happy that you came in and tried to clear the air. Yeah, I understand. Like it was so disheartening. It was so disappointing, and we are like, we are in 2025. Then I'm controller focus in 2026. Yeah, I understand.
Right.
We're talking about UDP here. Let's forget about the individual.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You are very right. I'm very glad that you have mentioned core, like, you know, Talib, Yankuba, Rohi, they all got the same right to lobby for the position and this and that. But I don't think that should be an internal issue if they both got Gambia and UDP in heart.
Right.
And we need to do justice for the old man. Not only the old man, but even the militants, as you mentioned.
Wallahi.
And let me tell you one thing about UDP militants. 99.9% of UDP militants are all innocent.
Wallahi. Billahi wallahi.
They love the dad to an extent. Even
Pabila name them is enough.
You understand? So what I'm smelling in there is like a form of military coup or whatsoever. But at the end of the day, let it all go out there. I'm not interested in that. Right now, Barros will be the main point and main focus. But instead of focusing on Barrow and his NPP cartels, we are just fighting amongst ourselves within the UDP. And I a bit blame the executive, like being keep it quiet for so long instead of addressing the situation, like Yankuba, mentioned before. I listened to Yankuba very carefully. That Sifan and Ketale, and they called them executive level to discuss about the whole situation, what happened, and they just brushed it under the carpet. Then we move on. Then in another start, the coach started damning. Covering Rohila interview. I'm not here to. I'm a very outspoken person. This party belongs to each and every one. Momo ya lonko mu UDP dengoleti. Hani manki UDP dengoleti, but you got that heart from the United Democratic Party. The party belongs to you. We need to be very careful. I swear to God. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Ninkombe continue la nyina billahi wallahi tallahi. 2026. Adam Barrow will boot kela molol for the Garalament of 2021.
But Adam Barrow is playing his card very well.
He's playing his card very well, and he's a tactician. He's very smart.
The mafia surrounded Adam Barrow, these people are criminal.
Let me tell you, don't forget, majority of people who are tied to Barrow, remember, these are from a mafia gang to another mafia gang. These are the same people who are working hand to hand with Jammeh. Could you believe some of them even they travel with Jammeh up to where he is right now, Equatorial Guinea. They came back.
Yeah.
They are well politically matured. They are well oriented. They know the game. They know how to play. They are very dirty. So in order to overcome those people, you have to be very, very, smart and to be 10 steps ahead of those people.
Yeah.
You understand? Let me tell you, Abukan Sambahani Jani Jande. Let me tell you, just within these days, you got more than how many people they quit the party. They didn't say verbally to say, hey, Mbotale, but guess what? They own their voters card.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things we need to be very careful. And the second point to elaborate on is about these camps and camps. I call them nonsense camps. We all have right to rally behind any person who is lobbying for that position. Maybe all right, sort of. But you see, my guys, one thing is very important in life. Hanamanke political fund. Kulu discipline.
Yeah.
More support. The fund on this platform, sold to social media, there are people on the ground will they sacrifice a lot for this party.
Wallahi
Wallahi. But who are these people? You understand? Boy, Rohi Findi the line, see the blonde, she's a human being like any other person. We all mobile akunyum bay.
Mobile erosor. Mobile erosor.
Mobile erosor. Adu mobile akunyum bay. Inte fongo it Mark, you know how man can beat it. Internal. I even went and challenge her. No, I challenge her. You saw her respond.
I saw.
But at the end of the day, come on, it is what it is. But kabri nanama findi kana listen about for la janede and nanama entonye le na billahi wala I am company back le billahi wala
no it's about
no ma na mole moji boy dia mula boy ngane na patankana dia my back you know I am company back
apana mistake ogala
akam tell people are going to kiang we call coffee ni ka palna ta badi come on man 2025 next year election these people are well prepared. So right now, to be damenting, anyanta tarla, yela kele jawar lang famol dung, you are just going towards to the battlefield.
Yeah.
To challenge NPP. But I believe ikafanya di tanyalo murung komo. You understand? Itekata finti boy kata, and you are even proud of that kind of stuff. Ika political, politika mun tribe kule natije. We all on tabukala munafika yalla kafunte madin ko tandu madika dungo lafo. You are all the same. And one point here about Youngs. You see, you know Youngs, he's a good friend of yours. You even said it here. You know, everything I'll just put it aside. Youngs is a very good person.
Wallahi.
He's a very good person.
Honey, even a single word. Honey, single look, United Democratic Party la model. Honey, ala barome for another. Mahit.
You see, these are the kind of opportunity we can use in order to jump in. Could you believe Mohammed Ali Njale Aisha former I was so surprised.
Yalo need to almost people give a comment la about Taliban. Okay, people unfortunately. And the money unfortunately.
And let me tell you, no, Mark, let me tell you these people, they have an agenda. Those kind of people, because Jumare Molong, Kunum, Buntumala Swokuda, Elan Bokanya, Arambara, Kumundula Swokuda from Manusudi.
Muganyosude.
Well, of course, Jumare Mo Boyolo. UDP, woman UDP, somebody in Dolla Supona da bon DJ. Go away until we're gonna solve, come here for Yam and Dolla problem, or we're gonna solve it. They will go to executive level to solve it. Ndolba solve lale. Itolmen kana fatam fansiala na Africa ya femko. Let them go to hell. We don't care about their opinion. When it comes to
but jumping in that. Yankuba fought so hard. Pro Gambia boy in blood.
You see what I'm saying?
And the Yankuba knows UDP that party that principles, and then the respect they have for the leadership. You understand?
Right.
Likewise, Taliban, Hanata, he was not very known within the United Democratic Party. But UDP has said one in is completely 10 years. But Taliban Bama is a prominent member.
I know. He did a lot for the United Democratic Party.
And he has been struggling. Even Jamila Tamokono, Kala business will stop because of the association with the United Democratic Party.
Yes.
You understand? So They all played a very vital role pro Gambian salvage from Jamela dictatorship.
Right.
So new more left to bodin la nyunda malte me nyante la man reflect back nila yankuba muneki Gambia to this stage on the UDP up to this stage. But this boy from our family member, I'm going to through with the party leadership.
Exactly. No, young.
So,
you are right there.
Onyanda Tarradamento, Onyanda Tarra UDP executive level Onyanda Konyin Takula from the early stage.
Absolutely. That's what I was talking about.
With those, these two individuals, they are very brilliant. Yete asi ya konyin kata duma, nyanda kila executive full damala kata duma ya konyin be takulje. The problem when you money root cause of the problem, and that's what I Nin talbe mistake or made would like talbe address solve this problem. Young boy mistake or America solve this problem. Nilo hine mistake or America, you made the mistakes. And then we move on. You're finding a militant like a many along month long. We move on.
No, yalam be damentola. Yalam to root course in jele. It is deep rooted down there. Anu libe diamla. Let them call full. You let them all come out.
Yes,
wholeheartedly. Memo membe kono. You feel ya for more kind of fame marble because you quote more than danta damning. Until a jibero and in the fahamro, moliam mira problem more danta damning. And in memory course, your monkey root course. Problem more deep talent because I don't know for young interview ya be la moela because problem mo ya mirabe adanta da mama danje but this is the point your point do mama ndi jante be challenge out of domande as Europeans you see UDP in Talib at the end of the day it's a mini a UDP Talib Yankuba Rohimarikulo it's a mini nyao yo kurum karam nyao li UDP UDP and the Belaban UDP and they are under the constitution of the United Democratic Party. They have to follow those rules. You understand? But at the end of the day, don't undermine. Yankuba control one of the biggest constituencies in the Gambia.
Yeah.
Likewise, Talib. Malik Law. We're talking about the capital C.
Yeah.
You understand? So, Mafoko Momo Bidira Kuloto calling Krip Karabola, but when it comes to politics, if it has often and the Mafoko Yankuba Talibi every rational Kasara Yankuba or Yankuba every rational Sara Talib. But don't you believe UDP la ko Kamal? Ni after Talib, come here for mobile rights to the lobby for that position. Don't you think Talib friendship benu nyame ntanga meni jana picho jana stop. Talib tell Yankuba Kona like I am go on very territory. Sometimes he can't stand out because at the end of the day, we are all in the same game. KMC. Young snack at KMC. He got every right to call. Boy, I'm going to territory. It's a function all the fun.
Yalo nga jompina ngladele yang bako follow anetra talbina la territory nyinkono aka inform so this later part in Abukana. But when did that happen? Is it like Brika ko careful talbita mam better otamu nyina da realize po okola le nyati nyimbuka na contact na bila territory kono pakita what is the man so ni abenya takishikisila but what important yet back to the drawing board the leadership ni yekunyita shut out nyina kumata nyindula
so
that's the main point.
Yes
love na jando monne janimbe jila yes Tonyalam Karadola, we are not happy that this is happening, but on the hindsight, it's better now than ever.
Yeah. Leadership is
better now than ever. So what do we? Yes, even on Yalang, I have my mang content back and Nanamala post, but at the end of the day, I remember it's good that I filmed the sign. Janabita filmed 2026 kono.
Exactly. Right.
Yes, because to our cover time heals. So from now against December, it's a compromise to no new feeling and new way dialogue and new way for Janim Beduna because no other number to the Congress to imagine to are we not finished? So on the hindsight front, it's good. You're going to corroborate the Cairo team what I fit in wrong.
Yeah, that's it. And
So imagine say now we know that there's a problem. Then the other interview the one you come account. Then it don't convince no of a problem over young talib tema.
Exactly.
You're gonna convince a lot of people. But now youngs coming out, yes, Nimba condemn on one side, come yes, I might maybe another yaman etc. stuff. But yes, on the hand side, it's timely. It's timely that along with this what happened. Time we work on the solution.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So and then interest go all the time because what is clear here, UDP need both Youngs and Talib together in order to be able to fight. So we need to find common grounds. The common grounds so where we will find common grounds and compromise. I'm not Youngs Talib Tamandeu Baga because I believe now the leadership will act. Yes, it was dealt with, buddy. Amanke anyanta Kenya because wala na mambang. Conversation in private amambang. But now I'm very sure the leadership now they are going to aggressively deal with it. So time problem will be maintain ngam divide between these two people. We should start bridging that gap.
That is very important. That is very important.
We can be very influential in creating problems.
Yes.
Let me say this in I just want to say something. Then
Lion Jawaro, Findi Muru number. Lion Jawaro, Findi completely na pejo kaya Muru na yasena. A team completely go out and come back. Yeah, requesting sell. Maybe I will.
I'll just elaborate on that demanding. Then I'll let you guys go.
Until minute,
I think we need to be very careful when we are talking. More support, but let us do everything with respect and discipline. You understand it? You see, we are in a critical time of our life because in 2026, we munna life let. Ninga lose. Billahi wallahi. I'm sure Mojamal be in platform also at least a brother nya blow a core they're not gonna feel that it compared to the people down there on the ground. So we need to do them justice.
It's very sad. Very sad.
Many the internet, majority of them are all in the diaspora. They don't need anything back home. They live a good life here. So we need to be very sensitive. Well, I feel disappointed. And the other thing is, right? The other thing is, Isetara Yangs la Kambang, Isetara Rohimari la Kambang, Isetara Talib la Kambang. Look, let us respect UDP as a political party. Let us respect UDP.
Nyanta nyola view in fana respect la.
Nyanta respect la, yes. But man, right now we are in a crucial juncture, a crucial stage of this party. 2026 is just one. I'm just saying one day. But what I'm saying here is nimbe diamla. Alnga long the mune diamla.
Exactly.
Because
very important.
There are thousands of people out there rely social media and they respect what you are saying. So anything a better understand. And the thing we need to respect. Let us wait for the primary, we wait for the Congress. You need to momo tombo nyunukono. We rally behind that person. But momo beta choose can understand.
No problem. Investor, thank you so much, man.
Okay, more support, but so more become foreign. But anyway, man.
Yes, of course, yes.
So, thanks for the discussion and the conversation. There, I just gotta let you go. And I respect you coming on here, trying to clarify a lot of things. Okay? I really appreciate it.
No, brother, there are people that reach out to me, let me not comment.
In go, that ticket was say Gambia, I kill a boy.
Anyway, Mark.
Wala baraka
Yalang pamboni mo keba kalandangol din dazo ate niya nyine ka niala diamo jere ke musol muna ka musol ila bunkono diane wodro na
sabari wa
anyway Mark
furu ngola yes man
programo be diaring
yeah kata be diaring jata bulan
yeah programo be diaring and
lain jawro
abe interesting back
abe interested lain jawro akina
but nte comme nga fo nyami nte nakuma kamol te siala back nte nala jang kamo accuse nala jang kuma fo moy mi yalo
I will definitely appreciate that. I will definitely appreciate
but
that.
nte sem min fono like ntolam kilingolti
yeah
ntolam the same family and ntolek fonkan kumandi
thank you investor for having you today, you know. Thank you investor.
Ntolek kam fon kumandi ko ntola bata UDP
yeah
and ntabe min danila mobe bulu
right
tambita le min fota akota le amman jari kayin dia mol muta ki 5 kotenke
right
ki 5 again amman jari mol kata social media ndamalu nka nyo against
right
ka nyola kuwala ko kuma jawo fo nyola kuwala anu to lebbi bota korda killing to lebota family killing amman jara ndolam UDP ni amo UDP ke fan kumandi fennel la mi yalono ko illa tala yikital
but ngana one of the best cousin brother you got no brother mbakeba kana nyilla me keba furi mbale ibuka sino nte koma because you know extremist you know multi many alango they rally behind this tribal bigotry politics ilafta ole ka import molaka ilafta molike mire ko binyala so another mushudo account la madingala details will be mbulja na baranda expose la because of a UDP sonte bolanya ala details are everything be mbulja including an atalo and everything but manda expose la keba furimba keba wakata mfanya keba bad so manda da la bala kwa so ata some continent you know
anyway unka mi explain wala mnyente ko
yeah
nga try momo member mutaribul nga jindi nga nana nga kat together nga join together
right
nga fight 2026 the election win na nyadile 2026 mina be kala na planti saferul min be kata natuma saferul la mi alon ko ay molle against ay dulle tora ni min sela saferul be jindino nga be jindi ni min sen nga miliyalon ko nka kuma molle mi alon ko ilafta UDP la ma fa ko min nata kamul jahase nyoko am not talking about that but all yalo ne ko miliyalo ne ko comme UDP anun kam fon kuma de as UDP
kaza keba furimba ana dimbale nyaga tarara re no
momo against momo isafero kamola karola mi alon kala faka kamfe kam be finti nga ñu apologize nga finti na nyaton ko fana mi alon ko ben na patio nyato comme nte always nka fa nyame ni keba ya kata mo la patio to bakala yen silo farfara sente ndol dindingol be ni silo le no kan nka je ko keba le silo min farfara ndol bo silo le no kan
exactly
silo wo keba
kara ya ko wakana distract jande billani okay na air force commando be attack la yama acha continue
walna manna en ka walla wewe kan moy ko walla ñu saba kan moy ñu alfal capri en UDP lo fa sign wonna manka so tol funding kel fana sa maintain no la nga ñu muta as one people nga ñu muta as one family en kana kudu nin tema me yalo nako abe mol confused la en kana kuma fo me yalo nako abe mol confused la nga ka the same family natuma talib
SM, you are great. Yeah.
Not my Rahim Malik Lo, not my Talib. We come together. Nanyo fasa. Ntolem yente kanyo fasa. Because
unity yeta leadership to momentum mona. Ni yankoleta na bulano. Ni yeta mbe support wholeheartedly. But the problem is, Ngata as one United Democracy Party, the leadership will act very quickly. They will put their house in order. I am very sure. Kujama Bala experience, UDP the political history. So we will come together as one.
But mag nita kami dani mol people milyalo ko iba social media.
Yeah.
Sa inte sa ku sa landino natuma sa stop no phone.
No, no.
Stop.
Individual Benjamin. Ala. Kuo do be kole ala baki jande la manga nyoto akilo la odla do man. Mo eka modo la mira nyaade. They fallen nola because the fake coin to the Tonya like it will they are straight shooters, it will be Patadina. Fine with that one. These are individual. They have nothing to do with UDP executive. But ni executive will not with the solution to the problem. Ni finit a media account. In Tolta, the media team will they communicate with the medias. Ni only a mentor no policy in Tamila. So ni aja ko mome alam ko mampareka UDP law policy in ta. They are expelled. But he has nothing to do with the United Democracy Party policy. That's it.
Like mol min nata jang kamol konton drum momon ningi Tony konton once again to say my ambassador out over there, you know, maybe amo londi dulado to mba start la mulunke wala
okay
foko ye momon din tombong be rally behind because come young like a kamol min accuse come benzuda la molem Magiano, you are part of it, and then recently I am also part of it.
I definitely love to with Ben Sudala.
Yeah, let me just so Baribi, ite fileba for can near min tombong until we rally level.
100%.
You know, just not domanding a gibe one if I life though. Will be min fokang, my own chairman. Mr. Yankuba Dabo, my own chairman, campaign to me, I did all my efforts. I mean, kunung ala diamo ning ikola bambandi komi yansko ning ya tara benzuralem ate he's out. Yalum just maintain the balance kanya malam falba understand kanya man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in yem important. Ning wandi fayo fo. Nin doya fo. Yine bekela kuti mi yalon kom baby na bekela kilindi because nim mo sonta ko you know UDP mu party let mi yalon ko yin conflict be it has nothing to do with UDP fongola sulo nyim iba fulala ko ni min tombong mo bebe bambula wala koma of course mo mon dim bijang ni min tombong mo mon dim be bambula wala koma ina mutonya
I believe the UDP leadership will do the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, jam mi diamo gana fenkende yalom nyanta kumo fola nyala because mbe ya jibe talib niya jibe ala diamo like amambo nandulato komi ka tempo ka ko gana dimbadi kola landim bi sane bi mota dundino la nyin diamo kono remember lummi yankuba e saferoke landim fana e saferoke le mi yalon ko UDP bela kontanta fanyina manke toñati ma.
Yeah, no, that's very true. But it was very important for my jam. But now I'd like to know about sense commanding. Yalo niya remember no. Dabo ka findile always. Akabu ko UDP dingolo. Moma yalo ka kanendilo kali da nendilo la. Bae ko group ole lota. Mene yalo ko mu UDP dingolo. Jumane mama UDP la identity card yebulu. I was one of them men findita kataniko. UDP dingo bukan nendilo. For at tada from I realized ko molka audio nintal UDP toya la arambaro la mol nen ka sil nen for UDP ko kata ke muta ke samba police station lo kala ikana moneke order ka bona from state house ka fo ko mol nyimbula so ni ajibe not again dabona natala ka fo blado da ko fadi am da ko ako UDP di mol ko kanen loke mo anata realize ko mol ne kanen loke UDP la party toya la bari manki UDP di mol so anatan so nyanda kilos la insifato mon men ka ko ikatane ndiro la jana be UDP di ngole nenka UDP yung laga na tonyati you know.
No, more just say accusation. You understand? But me at the point me along ko bimbole kachakang. Fonte se ne chairman o fonte se landing for dami yalon ko ni chairman sik fongo nata nyami akoma kita chairman o nyami yajibe in presidential candidate ko mimbe fokan momam findi follow kala la fo fongo di follow UDP kono ko nyine ta tonyari ba mak
o be sia la fa o te bana UDP balo be mo plug biarol
ya understand but I mean at this moment yalo mo mala la fodi lakka ka fenne senen mo la jam pour ya faham ya understand ko hadama di ngoni ala ye harje fenna party kono alonko imari bo sotolale yalo by this time diamole be siari bari mo tafla ko mo la ya fon declare kala tekela presidential candidate on 2026
very fun
molle be usan tosla mo dimbaji be kan ite Gambian la kuolo le ka palazzo menzonne ya understand ya jibe to ya ma fa wala ya understand I know then I know you kala ni na dal so ni ku mara ya jibe ben dig la jani ya understand okay on much serious note ni chairmanship na ta nyami aliya non ko bitama area council la chairmanship kabira be ni na momi ya ni na mo 16 sile mun aliya olan
nda badi mo fa ni la a contra campaign be young la campaign
yalo de kumale anninga sonkol UDP la leadership ol ya kuno ela dimmal la and then the end of the day ni min foye ala lonko a tukuwol alama ne manin kafar kala wolye woni mo mollati min ya lonko il folole ela la poli tan ni chairman sit wala bari mo kol be atata bari yudi binkol be ibe bammuta ko ma dol bije kam fata dol bije ye kumol fu bari yudi binkol nata mineke andum ala jibe wo mini be anyinin tu I mean mo 16 wol nata tiketo nyini bari ala yang dabu harije bari jumala mo ralia ko maji jumala balan
wata jana ya be da don ko baran kana be tinda yang
balti wata jana mun na ke balti ina ma no bari wata
young side first
bari mo be tata young did a big mistake yesterday malam fire on the ban famalo because nin wolu nata nim mobe ko ni adi yanks la penkela ko ma party be wali bala sort la chairmanship nyin kono and then other party be na wala tala opportunity pour ka win West Coast tundo kanjang because like he said his yanko chairman himself said ni la ta fenna ni la ta president you need yanks dabo yanks too have to know that on that day kabirabe chairman ya nyinina he need to kujallo and I mean wasajane and then other lameng and the other people I needless so I mean naka penne understanding na pena jang I mistake ko minke kaitan ko like I mean ni ko talib doro mo be pendole jela
no
be pende jela
attorney asa ngo ni man na maybe for a little demanding ngain platform bale demanding coming every individual can mistake on each other. You sometimes our emotion can drive us to certain stage me along kama gela waste pan kafo because they are pala implicate what that there are certain questions we have to be very careful how to answer every question. Don't need not necessary to answer every questions. Pale a very controversial question on Meninka. Pa is a journalist. He feel like to ask any question he can't. But in another party, Pa among journalists, kind of journalist show Mendy, I lacked a journalism like ethics. I lacked all about it.
Yeah.
And then the question of formulating, I mean, Pa doesn't even have a knowledge about that. About your comment card, the little like you know.
Yo, Mark.
Young was so emotional. Allow answering to Momena young bit down or latter.
Yeah.
Sure. That's humanities. You can everybody bound to make mistakes. So young's not enough, but in at the end of the question, I remember And then I got natra, UDP as flag bearer. I will decide my fate later. You understand? So youngs automatically youngs wanted to rectify a mistake I mentioned, but it was
very good.
You understand? But the pala question were not deliberately.
Yeah. And then the second point is niaji be paya nyinin ka blado fanana aje jabi. Yalang mbeka sija no comme like ning adama nina min potendinte woka kudol na mi yalon ko no matter what as a lawyer anin kudol bije ngalo no ko kujamal na katambi niaji be di kasi wo aka abe sobi bale natila aldamal tema party kono abe kole yala bake
yala mo problem oti sorry interjecting lada ika pala question at sometimes is very terrible. Yango nyine got about a student school fee payment. Yango I pay this.
Yeah.
Another young attacker implicate would ladder, but you sound like Adam Gado. You pay this. Like Yango was single-handedly paid the student school fees. Yapalo contributes controversy questions if I Yanko part in the old lot. Yanko Murkoreka Braco I is means we. You understand? So these kind of questions, as a leader, you have to be very careful in answering certain things, Yankuba should have tongues. Pala that critical question. Pa even put Yankuba in a very funny situation. A very terrible and funny situation. You understand? So what a problem,
Makanya baranya kondo aja lah baral be kondo,
Nye kondo njata wala baraka
Yeto nye bakelde, Iko back iko kanen droge yera audio kundu iko kanen droge yeto nye otole follow,
Esa audio da voy en la Yes, vale, na para extremist solo,
Wala, yeah, they coming bring Yakubala audio ni lamo ya mtena la kotonya lamo, because I made a molo konyako, Yakubani, talbe problem ol bete makilo gora gandoke ite nyamatale ite bo kairafo.
Wallahi.
Yo, so
UDP mo maka town nyama video ni me ofo UDP di one. Ikafale te mankete te nyala mata.
Yeah, but bring pa ni audio ni upload. Mak nyala mo la moto ko tangi nyala mo Ngo no ngo link sisio meta ko ba kono le.
Yeah.
So sisio finditale sa UDP la executive all doko be bula alfale na doko ninke.
They will do extreme in this job. Yeah. UDP la leadership are trust.
Yeah, Yankubala audio, Yankubala comment kono de ki bla flanta jedro. The other one nyatale as a positive way, the other one nyatale in a negative way.
Yeah.
In a negative way, but at phone ratify jela diamola ban bla ako avala yajin kada do coming pamoda jin kada na kafo ko nye nye talbeta site be kala nyalil.
Yeah.
A la force respond nyo jela as a negative, but after nada understand. But akafo damo ko ila sister invite la rata do moro ke this and this.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Didn't go to that law.
Yeah. Didn't you to analyze nya jelo ko Rohima kamim be for Rohima. Okay, she's part of the problem between two brothers whole team.
Yeah.
Name
among root cause of the problem of you are in a
don't say the brothers, say just straight to you, not brothers. One meeting all ministers day and night.
Yeah,
yeah.
UDP Momoroni Tomo as a flag bearer. At the end of the day, UDP don't be militant of Blalo no call support or a bank or a carrot.
Wallahi UDP didn't
but youngs learning in the right time lala pour molialo monebe caring UDP the executive for Safintino ye kunin tackle problem is solved, we move forward because 2026 is already here.
Yeah.
Gambia dinkendol binya to minkele problem what the biggest problem in Benyar wala Adam Barot. That's our main problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And modwa fo jannu diamo kono. Adam Baro mafia losoto. Adam Baro a different level of mafia losoto and gangster.
Ajibe distract nyame fa. Women
Very
be
good.
getting check. Ye pia
Adam Baro
you fa. Yela
very
ana
good.
kunda mansakunda la mod someone. Mansakunda
Good.
finda kweto la government official lo manyana testify la. Government official lo la killing to.
Look at that.
Yena
You
mo ina
understand?
tikono ni diverted. Ya
Yeah,
jamela atet wafol kono. Ana baro na la mafia group li atalanta kadi yate nyame. Ukobe
very good.
kisikisi kwa moli left talo na member caring. Imuta korege, this is a pre-planned one. Yaje kuni UDP in fight finish the tournament na kuja ma bruhana na UDP. Akagambia di mbela manyen diverted to UDP because they are very powerful. They control the media.
Yeah. And maki makile pwele dia moko nonja umutonya baka because Adam ala biggest problem binte wala yanks ning talibeti. Yeah, because Rohi kai, to be honest, Rohi yo sotole. Rohi mune be dia mas yo sotole. Because now Adam Baro ko
Rohi is part of these people. This
no, they understand it.
Rohi is part of
no.
I mean, part of our program when shut down,
Yeah, but say,
Mark,
what
big na key point on the tumbo.
No, you mean it
You understand? But there are so many critical issues me and Kavelar na tablo. Na tablo. Ikona yala na ingedi me. Ikona in tablo. I'm farne. But more because these are damaging. So I park that aside. So the positive one would clear my name more if and in the root cause of the problem. I don't elaborate with that.
No, this is very good.
Gambian only analyze. So, with all this bruha, at the end of the day, we will come to a conclusion, and UDP executive will come out. I'm telling you, 2026. Above all, you know, if I'm the Babla and Boys, they can move forward. Gambia Jaramu maybe going to go to fat, you know, and Roy Mumbaldi. But Alavo go Yabula, Menkanenzi, Kanendri home and Nakarola, one day this Mark Janity, you know.
No, Mark, but I better tell you, Yellow Ninkanyami, when you call New Koro being a carote, my kubi.
I thought,
yeah, never UDP, never come on someone before 2026. Probably miss only with your woman baby, yes, I be settled. I could be some I young.
This is the highest.
Very good. Let MPP knows that UDP are preparing their candidates. Let them not take this opportunity thinking that 2026 is gonna be easy for them. It's not gonna be easy. Because we are well ready, and then UDP.
UDP coalition. All these political parties are ready to make coalition with UDP. Arabaro on seat.
No, because
Jarango elangi mobile photo member ngata lama accept na barin kana ajine fanana
no but member je wala UDP doing fana be try be ka kankelendi because right now
it's very necessary
yeah the position also right now
Mark ka moldol point molka point nyaming molbe point nyami momondi ye civilize yalon ko ibe diam ka UDP kole ando ika diamu mole sinin samo ina stara ku killing andum albe stara dula killing ka it's very important nte mumuna problem ya wala mol mi yalon ko they feel comme Italian miro min soto by force for example like me they just call me, you are part of here, you are this and that, you are part of West Coast region. What is the meaning?
What is wrong if you are part of somebody? What is wrong if you support talent? What is wrong if you support Yakuba? What is wrong if you support my law?
Yeah, although the problem found, or be UDP la from Gold, but remember the same thing. Yeah, UDP doing mina longer be million to yeah, more than to make a sign.
And I said it yesterday. The million batandi of course nani molu mole bata balke kuno but nataje talib mum molti mi yalon kon to be honest nak nte nena man talib je koma be steering ala taka in wolta ka molto killing point wala ka kuma dol fo nena aduna ma hapo mo mo ya ko ya fili nyim boysol da malte ma nyin min yalon ko ibe podin ga ya fili wol tema nyin ko be solve la easily manam fal kam mo len ka point o min bo
very well
no mi fon beje sai ma nte ka mi fon mole anu dumala wala ko depuis da diwni mina lon ko be media to dulalto mole nyo sensitize katande ko sai ton berin to le UDP party executive also executive woni sai nyambatu woni nyimbo mo ni finta dol kanna nyo flag bi mo be o support but ngana difference samana da mal tema camp right now mantra KMC mantra fangol right now
Wandifa just said it. He's part of the young wala for wale ke president ye salary tala 250,000 pending abe kalam diamo la Facebook or everywhere.
No, but you cannot stop that.
When the Fafana agenda
that's his opinion. Look, let's respect it and we move on. But it commonly the aggressive fund. Don't be arrogant in saying certain things, to hurt your fellow unity members. They have no problem when they go out. I can counterattack them. It's just normal. But it don't be go over arrogantly,
No, Mark.
Sakona jarang kan mpaka afanya kona GMC la ngana GMC la ngapit kanso meno adonga kata battle na be kata menja billahi wala no bo kata battle
no they UDP executive yela ongul samana okay ndata back la because yela ongul so dasa ke pare nyame boy inna lillahi
malo no wala kule no SM, thank you for having you.
Thank you so much, Mark, for the time, and thank you for all your effort again and again. UDP, inshallah.
By grace of Almighty God, inshallah, we will come together as one.
Have a good night from my end here. Bye bye for now.
Thank you so much for SM. Appreciate it. So, I came here to clear my name. Whatever accusation against a party leader and a secretary general of NSGWP party, UDP Movement Alliance Party leader. And then Ngajako UDP is the political party Melango Banko Nyintala. I will have my support to the party. And let me make it very clear. I support Taliban with 1,000,000%. And nobody on this planet can take that love I have for the boy, no matter what. No matter what kind of accusation meted on me, I've been with falsified conspiracy theories against my brand name. The brand name. So many Facebook celebrities I support another Democratic Party, is in my DNA, but not Allah party leader. So one more be content, there are certain things I knew it. It is very clear. The private conversation of Mayor Kadundani moment tema, and then I try to make that clarification. And when that happens, I automatically denied ala tabulo, ala shuakono. So when you go, Taliban Suda is not the problem. Leadership lobby is not the problem. Kavoko, how to lobby the leadership, that's not an issue. UDP a principal lesson. Lobby, play your card very well. Your football team only. Yendela Musiala sort of Bayern is one of the best youngest player on planet. Hanatanga I don't know about Dolby Woliano football, but I love my Musiala. And nobody can stop that one. So let them play their card very well. Ita Ben Santo. Akadidamento party gone. Ita being a UDP the flag bearer doesn't mean you are going to be the next president. Adama Barrow challenge. Adama Barrow, are you giving opportunity to Adama Barrow? My friend, NCWP is ready to onset Adama Barrow in 2026. Ngaliwe kondola so na far at extinction. Alala
you know. Alter number 1 or another number 2 and then number 5. So ngajin di dulu nga play na. Asubutu dia. Jata wala angal be konta.